Hey guys, this is Cam for 15. I am back at it with another video for you guys, and we are back with with another month's Dragon Ball Super manga chapter review. And what I thought was a okay chapter, which, in my personal opinion, the whole grand scheme of this whole idea going on here kind of lost me, and I'm kind of feel like I'm going to get into a freaking rant in a few bits, talking mostly about the Grainola wish. If you read this chapter, obviously you know about Grainola getting the whole power boost from the Dragon Balls thanks to the condition he had to give into. And I'll be giving my rant shortly about how stupid, how lazy, and how bad the writing is, and how much this exposes, how much this makes anything going on for the future of Dragon Ball completely pointless when it comes to antagonists getting stronger than our obviously two main characters, obviously more Goku than Vegeta. But let's get into it. This is Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 70, titled The Universe's Greatest Warrior. Now, the chapter starts off where we last left off, where Grainola is talking to the dragon, asking the same exact wish. Can I be the strongest, the greatest warrior in the universe? And essentially, the dragon's like, look, it's impossible to make you stronger than you already are, but I cannot increase your power beyond your latent potential. I'm like, okay. Fine. Okay, just be like, I can't do it, and goodbye. Find some other way to do it, and stuff like that. And even the dragon's like, yeah, the strength you want to achieve is beyond your reach, and stuff like that. But that's when the dragon's like, but if you do this condition, well, you'll end up getting what you want, and stuff like that. And essentially that's when Grainola's like, okay, I'll do it, whatever it takes. Oh yeah, the famous Avengers line, huh? Anyways, but we cut over to Beerus's planet. Vegeta's trying to learn Hakai, and essentially the first time he tries to do Hakai, it doesn't work because Beerus tells him like, dude, you're just using regular energy blast to break up the rocks, and he shows Vegeta the difference. What Vegeta was doing is he just blown up with a regular energy blast, and it just turned into different tiny little bits of crumble. With Beerus and Hakai, Beerus kind of hammers home the fact that with the Hakai, essentially you destroy everything in its existence, and it ends up creating an explosion because of it, and stuff like that. So, where there's essentially nothing freaking left and everything. Now, Goku's just wondering, like, oh, Beerus is teaching Vegeta something, but I'm going to be here to polish more of my Ultra Instinct and stuff like that, so, yeah. And that's when we have Goku start asking Whis, like, about the strongest person in the universe. Essentially, Whis says, keep in mind that the strongest may, in fact, turn out to be someone else entirely. And stuff like that. Obviously, Goku's like, wait, you know somebody who's stronger, than us? And I'm like, yes, Goku. Many people are fucking stronger than you. The gods of destruction are definitely stronger than you. All the angels are definitely stronger than you. And then the Grand Priest and Zeno are stronger than you. I don't know where you would put Jiren on this scale now, but okay. I guess you can say he's on par with Goku, maybe slightly stronger. It's a toss-up in the air to see if Jiren is actually stronger now. So we'll have to see. Now, we said not specifically, but given the scope of the universe, who can say when the next powerful entity will appear? And that's when Vegeta kind of butts in. He's like, I'm gonna be the strongest, and I'm just like, really now? Apparently he hasn't been paying attention the last how many years this series has been going on? Because the last time Vegeta was ever stronger than fucking Goku was that one time in the Saiyan saga, then that other time in the Android saga, when Goku had the heart virus and everything, and then that little period of time in Dragon Ball Super when Vegeta was training with Whis, and he essentially grew stronger for months, and he was already stronger than Goku by that point. But after all that, Goku has surpassed this guy all those fucking times. But okay, fine. Like the confidence. And stuff like that. And at the same time, they're also antagonizing the Oracle Fish by essentially saying this too. Also, Vegeta shows that he's like, it's not perfected, but he's learning to do Hakai much better and stuff like that. Eventually, Vegeta makes a comment saying, watch out, I'll be destroying much larger things. I don't know what he means by that fucking comment, but okay. I'm just gonna be honest. You're back to destroying fucking Planet Vegeta, saying you're back to Saiyan Saga Identity Vegeta, where you just have no shits no more. You're just destroying whatever. Okay, fine. Okay. Anyways, we cut back to Planet Cereal. We see the Dragon Balls disappear or split up, the two Dragon Balls. And lo and behold, guys, we see Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 3 Grainola. I'm not fucking joking. He literally looks like Super Saiyan 3. Heck, there is a panel in this chapter where he's standing the same exact way, like when I'm guessing when they always show Super Saiyan 3 Goku do his typical, hands down, looking all serious pose and everything. I feel like they must have just had copy and pasted that from one of the old manga chapters and, just been like, yeah, go ahead, do Super Saiyan 3 mother effing Grainola. Now I'm honestly being like, just joking around and being funny, but literally he looks like a fucking Super Saiyan 3. And I'm like, oh, so this is his fucking power boost. He's just got longer hair with more power. And again, excuse me. And stuff like that. He makes this rock float in the air, and then he just essentially crushes it and destroys it and everything, and he creates a gust of wind and stuff like that. And that's when Monito wakes up and everything, and then he sees that the Dragon Balls are gone. He eventually goes outside to see that Grainola's like, obviously, has the power and everything and stuff like that. And he asks like, Grainola, like, yo, did you use the Dragon Balls? And Grainola replies like, yeah, I used the Dragon Balls to get stronger and everything and stuff. I'm the strongest person in the universe, essentially, and everything. And essentially, he's like, now I can finally kill Frieza. And then that's when Monito brings up the fact, like, there had to be a condition. Don't tell me you accepted it. And obviously Grainola said, yeah. Now Monito goes on saying, like, listen well, Grainola, there's no better way to make new enemies pop out of the woodwork than by brandishing this sort of power. Essentially, Grainola, he's not hearing him at this point. Essentially, it's like, it's like the old man, it's like the new student not listening to the old master about, the overuse of your power, getting too confident in your power and stuff like that, where it can end up being your downfall, which seems like that could potentially be the story. Grainola kind of replies to Monito's statements by saying, like, as the greatest warrior in the universe, I can defeat any threat that comes my way, which, give it some time and Goku will probably defeat him and stuff like that. And that's when, Monito does make the comment by saying, listen, just because you're strong today doesn't mean you'll be strong the next day, which is exactly true about fucking Dragon Ball. You think Goku's probably the best martial artist, best, strongest character in his own universe, but there's always somebody that just comes out of the blue and is like, oh, I'm actually stronger than you and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, we also see that Grainola can actually now sense energy, which he previously couldn't do before he got his big power up and stuff like that. Now he goes to talk to Alec to see where Frieza's location's at and stuff like that. And that's when Monito's like, what have I done? I've upended his life once again. So I don't know if that means he did something. So yeah. Now in the meantime, Whis is also spying on Grainola, seeing what he's doing and everything, as Goku and Vegeta are talking in the background about who the strongest in the universe will be and everything and stuff like that. Also, we see Grainola cut his longer hair, and cuts it back to his shorter hair now. I'll talk about this later. I'll talk about maybe potentially the reason why he cut his hair and stuff like that. Now, Whis makes a mention saying, I see. So that's what happened. This may cause some turmoil. So my only guess the reason why Grainola can be an antagonist, or maybe not exactly turn evil, but seems like they're going to go with the direction where Grainola is going to let all that power go to his head, and that kind of what makes him turn into a bad guy, not realizing, that he's hurting others and stuff like that, and he's just too consumed with his power. Anyways, we cut back to the Heaters, and Grainola shows up during, like, I guess the Heaters has, like, I'm guessing these dancers, and they're like, and Alex's like, bro, you're interrupting my freaking show. I need to see my showgirls and everything. Essentially, Grainola's like, bruh, I don't have time for your bullshit. Where's Frieza? Tell me his location and everything. And stuff like that. And Tui also says, I'm the strongest in the universe and everything. Now, obviously, the other Heaters don't believe that and everything. But, obviously, that's when Alex's like, okay, Oil, do the job and try to take him out. Now, that's when we see a fight between Oil and Grainola. And if Toriyama and Toritaro are trying to convince me to see how much fucking stronger Grainola is, they're not doing it here, especially with the fact that I'm looking at Oil. I'm like, bruh, Oil, the Heaters, are not even on the levels of Goku and Vegeta. How is this supposed to be? How is this for me supposed to be feeling like, oh, I'm actually scared of Grainola's power? Okay, yeah, we're just getting the feats of what Grainola can do, but I'm just looking here and I'm reading a chapter. I'm like, yeah, this is cool and all, but if we're going power scaling wise and Grainola's the strongest in the universe, I can't get a feat of his power if he's gonna fight a freaking weakling that Goku and Vegeta probably individually could take out with utter ease. So, literally, let's be honest. The Heaters are probably on the levels of the Z Fighters, if I'm gonna be honest. They're probably on the levels of the Z Fighters around the Piccolo Gohan range and stuff like that of, characters. And essentially, he kind of blows, Oil back with utter ease. You see Maki get involved, blows her back with utter ease. And when it looks like Gas is about to freaking get into the matchup, which I would have been very intrigued to actually see that matchup. Essentially, Alex is like, you know what, Gas? Stand down. Obviously, our man is backing up the talk he's saying, and he's really pretty damn good and everything. So, okay, listen. You want to find, you want to use yourself to do all that stuff to find Frieza and everything? Okay, fine. Listen, we don't know exactly the location of Frieza, but when we do, which we'll go into searching now, we'll tell you where his location's at and everything. But then that's when Grainola makes the comment like, okay, good, but make sure it's fast because I don't got a lot of time and everything. And that's when they ask him like, wait, what do you mean by you don't got a lot of time? Well, first they ask him, how did he attain the power? He's like, I used the Dragon Balls. And that's when Alex's like, oh, you used the Dragon Balls on your planet and everything. And then, that's when we get the whole comment where Grainola makes like, okay, yeah, hurry up and find your search for Frieza so I can kill him and everything, because I don't got a lot of time. And essentially, this is when we find out what the condition was. And essentially, what the condition was is what he said, what Grainola says is like, look, I don't have very long to live. And essentially we find out from the Heaters like, whoa, wait. Your race of people essentially can live up to 2 centuries. What the hell are you talking about? You don't have long to live. And that's when we find out the condition Grainola made with the dragon on planet Cereal. And essentially Grainola did this. He sacrificed his remaining 150 years of his life left in exchange for this power. And then we get a flashback scene where the dragon says this: I'm able to multiply your current strength by condensing any and all power you could have accumulated in your lifetime. And essentially, which I guess you can say you could see this coming a mile away, but the dragon says, by shortening your lifespan, you can become the greatest in the universe. Grainola asks how many years he has left to live, and as soon as the dragon replies, you got 3 years left to live, so make sure you do the best use of this power. And stuff like that. So, okay. No, you know what? I'm actually going to save the rant till after the fucking chapter and stuff like that. So, after Grainola leaves, this is one of the probably one of the only things that I liked coming out of this chapter, to be honest, is we find out what the Heaters' kind of plans or motives going forward at this current point in the story. and stuff like that. And it kind of ends off the manga chapter. So we find out, Alec's like, okay, Grainola's the strongest in the universe. What if he takes out Frieza and now he thinks he's gonna be like king of Universe 7 and everything, ruling over us? And Alec's like, I can't have that. I can't be serving under the watch of Frieza, really, and making sure he's not kind of doing things where we're targeted. And then only for Grainola to kill him, and then Grainola, is like, oh, I have to serve under him eventually, and stuff like that, because Alec looks like the type of guy he doesn't want to play like that, and he doesn't want people ruling under him. So what it seems like he's planning to do is, it seems like what he's going to do is call the help of the Saiyans, which is obviously Goku and Vegeta. Don't know how he's going to get in contact with either one of them. But okay, but my guess of his plan is, what he's hoping to do is he wants Grainola to take out Frieza because Alec wants to essentially have him and the Heaters take over Frieza's army, which I don't find how you're going to convince a whole armada to follow under your reign after leaving Frieza, but okay. He wants to have Frieza's army following under him to have a whole army armada for the Heaters and his grouping. So I'm guessing his plan is have Grainola kill Frieza, get Frieza's army under your control as, under the Heaters' control, and then call upon Goku and Vegeta to say, hey, can you do us a favor? There's a new strong guy that's a nuisance, and we really need you to take him out. Which I'm guessing what he's going to do is he's going to try to have Goku, Vegeta try to take out Grainola, but try to get Grainola to essentially do the same thing to Goku and Vegeta. Essentially, all in all, trying to have a fight between those three, and they all take each other out simultaneously, where the Heaters eventually are the top dogs in the universe in their eyes. Now, one thing, which I did watch Geekdom's video, Geekdom 101's review about it, before I make this review. Geekdom did make a point of what the Heaters failed to mention is the fact that we know Goku and Vegeta do not like to do the team-up strategy unless they have no other choice, like they did with Broly. Broly was the last known guy they had to actually do the team-up strategy. You can say Moro, but let's be honest. It was one-on-one fights for Goku and Vegeta individually. The only time they really kind of teamed up was really near the end and a little bit in Namek. But yeah, they don't know that they don't like to team up together. They don't like to do all this stuff. They like to have singularity fights, just which is probably more than likely going to happen and stuff like that. And yeah, that's where the chapter ends off, where that's the big plan. And obviously the narrator gives obviously the thing like, yeah, just wait till, what's going to be, the whole idea of when these three fated characters are supposed to meet, which is honestly kind of like the same fucking advertising they did for the Broly movie. Like when they were hyping it up, like 3 Saiyans, what will happen when these Saiyans pass all cross? And it's like, you're doing the same fucking bullshit ass fucking marketing in terms of these 3 characters meeting up together. Okay. Anyways, that was kind of the chapter. Now, like I said, I was okay with this chapter, when I'm okay in a bad way in terms of where this potential storyline could be headed. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the Grainola whole story revenge plot and everything, but here's what I don't like. Now, I'll say something. The one thing I did like about this chapter is the underdealings of what the Heaters are going to be trying to do, and essentially trying to have Grainola, Goku, and Vegeta take each other out so they can be the top dogs after potentially Frieza would be taken out. I do like that. Hey, they're doing underdealing secret strategies. Also, too, who knows? Maybe after now finding out the wish Grainola was granted, who knows? They might go to Planet Cereal to essentially try to, find those Dragon Balls and maybe wish for the same thing to make them all powerful, where they're definitely the top dogs of Universe 7. Nobody can touch them if that event played out. Obviously, we know it's not going to play out. Now, my whole huge, big rant, which I'll probably see from most other Dragon Ball YouTubers and stuff like that, where I think we can all collectively come to an agreement of how Grainola became the strongest in the universe and strongest, and how he gained that power. Now listen, it's your opinion on what you want to believe that you like. If you like Grainola getting the power through the Dragon Balls, fine. I'm not gonna judge you, but I'll just have to say this. You cannot disagree with me in saying that that is very lazy, contrived plot writing. Just like how in the last chapter, Grainola just magically finds the Dragon Balls because one of the Dragon Balls is just magically there on the TV after they mention, oh, I haven't seen the other Dragon Ball in like 400 plus years. Same bad writing like fucking Moro getting the sensu bean from fucking Goku. Just to keep that fight going on. I think this shit was even worse than both those shits combined. I know I posted my Dragon Ball from Manga chapter 69 review later than most people did because at the time I had my Wizard Tea pulled out. I said in that manga chapter review, if they give Grainola the power to be the strongest, if they have the Dragon Balls, give Grainola that power boost to where he's top dog now, I was gonna have a fucking problem with it. And I have a fucking problem with it. And again, you can put in the comment sections, well, if you don't like it, Canfrey15, then don't read the manga and drop Dragon Ball. Again, I'm not going to do that because I like Dragon Ball and I want to see where this story goes. Again, there will also be those people who also say, well, the arc hasn't ended, so you can't judge one decision over freaking one arc that still is. I don't care. It's a bad plot point. It's a bad writing point. It shits on every freaking wish in Dragon Ball history. I don't care what anybody says. Again, you can leave your hate comments. You can leave your dislikes on the video. I don't give a shit. It's bad, effing, lazy writing. You're telling me that Grainola can get the major power boost to be the strongest in the universe? That easy, and all he has to do is fulfill some sort of, and such of this lazy ass condition that has no stakes. 3 years? He should have plenty of time to kill Frieza then. He's got damn near 3 years to do it. So the threat on the whole condition doesn't make it sound like, oh shit, like he's gotta do this because he's on borrowed time. Now, if they had said, oh, you have to, if they said, okay, you only have one more year to live, or I don't know, 6 weeks, maybe hell, 6 months left to live, that would have been more threatening. And I'm like, okay, I might accept that because you have this really great, strong power, but at the same time, you should take a massive repercussion, a massive cost for getting that great power that you essentially are going to be getting. If they had done a shorter time limit than 3 years, I would have probably been like, okay, I'm fine with that. If they did say 6 weeks you have left to live, or 3 months, or hell, 6 months left to live, or maybe a year, well, that's me being generous for a year, I'd be like, okay, this guy's on borrowed time, so if he wants to kill Frieza, he's got to kill Frieza, you know, and everything. But no, they said 3 years, and I'm like, well, shit. He got 3 years. And also, here's another thing. What's stopping him from getting the Dragon Balls again and just getting his 150 years back? Ever thought of that? We'll see if Grainola in the later chapters will think of the idea like, maybe I can actually just break this condition whole shit and just go to the Dragon Balls again and actually re-wish to have my 150 years back and have my youth back. Who could have said that? He could do that. No, you can say that's gonna make him broken as shit. He's already broken as is. But why doesn't he do that? If I'm a writer, I would do that storyline. Now, we don't know how long the Cerulean Dragon Ball's time limit is. We don't know if it's like the other Dragon Balls. Or like the Earth Dragon Balls, where you have to wait up to a year. Or the Namekian Dragon Balls, which I believe you have to wait up to like 6 months, like half a year, and they come back. We don't know. Maybe it's shorter for the Cerulean Dragon Balls, because, well, it's only 2 balls. And again, another thing, he's getting this power up 2 Dragon Balls? Come on! How's it believable? And when I mean this shits on every other fucking wish in anything in the past in the series, I'll point out mentions. There has been wishes where our heroes have tried to even wish away enemies. They tried to wish away the Saiyans, Majin Buu, the Androids, even though they didn't really want to do that, and stuff like that. I believe from Dragon Ball, they tried to wish away Demon King Piccolo, the first one. And what did the dragon always say? Well, the power is too great for me to handle, so I can't do that. Sorry. But Grainola can easily get his fucking wish. And you can say, but he got the condition. Well then shit, I know it's back in the area of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but shit, why didn't Shenron, why didn't Purunga come up with these damn conditions? Do we even know if those Dragon Balls have the same type of conditions where you have to make a big sacrifice to get the wish you want? Like for the Saiyans, why didn't freaking Shenron bring the idea, well, I can get rid of the Saiyans for you if you follow this if you do this condition for me. The whole bringing people back on the with the Earth Dragon Balls more than after they died the first time. Is there a condition where you can accept to bring back characters back to the life for a second chance with the Dragon Balls? No. When I did that, my levels for the story in terms of just how characters going to get abnormally strong going forward completely kicked me out, and now I'm on the point where I'm like, well, I'll listen and I'll read the story and see where this goes and ends eventually, but come on, 2 Dragon Balls, really? And you're just gonna get a wish like that? And after the condition would accept, the dragon's like, well, here you go. So even if you can refute my point, but he accepted the condition, still the dragon's like, well, here you go. Here's the wish you so wanted so bad. That easy. It's essentially not even getting the condition. And yes, you can say, but he's got a time limit to how much he can live. Again, I just made the mention. What if Grainola's not smart enough to get those 150 years of his life back? And he's essentially the same Grainola when we started the arc off, just stronger. Dude, this is why I said for the millionth time, after Goku mastered MUI Goku, supposedly mastered MUI Goku, or is able to transform into it at will, this is when the story for Dragon Ball is going to start fucking sucking, and you're going to have to come up with some bullshit ass reasons, some lazy ass fucking writing to get these characters up to the level of fucking Goku. You can disagree with my point, but I'm sorry. That is some lazy ass bullshit writing. Really? Do better. Oh wait, what do I know? We got lazy ass Toriyama and we got Toritaro. Which, lazy Toriyama, modern day Toriyama, isn't the best writer like he used to be. Toritaro, we know how he writes stories. He has good ideas, but the way he takes to write that doesn't really end up pretty well. I love Dragon Ball, guys, but even I'm calling out some of this bullshit shit. Like, it's so bad, man. It's just bad writing. The only Dragon Balls that should be able to grant Grainola that type of wish should only be the Super Dragon Balls, if I'm being honest. And if we're being honest, that should be the only Dragon Ball. But listen, we're just gonna have to see where this story goes. Obviously, some people will take my side, where I feel and where I stand, and where some other people might feel the same thing. Some people will just be the typical, man, just enjoy your fucking Dragon Ball. You're getting this shit. Be happy. If you don't like it, don't read it. Don't watch it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do when it's one of your favorite animes and you want one of your favorite anime series, your favorite Shonen Jump series, to do well and have good writing. And I come up with some pretty smart ideas, but when you give me lazy plot writing like that on how the scale where, oh shit, power scaling doesn't really, well, what do I know? Ever since Super started, power scaling doesn't matter. But since we can just now willy-nilly give up these wishes for free where you can just be the strongest in the universe. Is that how every future Dragon Ball villain's gonna go now? They go find the Dragon Balls and they just ask to be the strongest warrior in the universe? Is that where it's going now? We're gonna rely on the Dragon Balls for enemies to fucking get stronger? Okay, fine. If we're gonna go that way, then trust me, I'll read it and I'll be tapped out by the start of the arc. This is why I've always advocated, maybe they should do a little double dipping into the Heroes universe in terms of bringing the Demon Realm into the fold, which personally, I want the Demon Realm. If they do a Demon Realm arc, I want that to be the final arc of Dragon Ball where you have some great big battle, Demon War battle and stuff like that. That would be dope as shit. I think the idea would sell itself, where you can make the Demon Realm characters not only, I guess you can say, canonized in the official Dragon Ball series, if you want to say it like that, but you can make the demon characters however strong you want them to make them, because we don't know shit about the Demon Realm. The only thing we really know about the Demon Realm and really the canonical storyline of Dragon Ball is Deborah. So if you want to bring like Mira, Toa, all the other demon god characters into the fold, Mechikabura, you can make them abnormally fucking strong. And you can probably tell a great story where it's a final story for Goku and Vegeta on trying to save the universe one final time. That's my idea. That's what I would do. I think it's a great idea. It sells itself. But personally, like I said, I'll do a Demon Realm arc to end off the entire Dragon Ball series as a whole. But other than that, that's my chapter review of Dragon Ball, chapter 70. Again, whether you like it or not, whether you disagree with my points or like my points, listen, I'm not trying to start beef with anybody. Like, really, I'm not. If you like the fact that Grainola got the power up his way, I'm not going to hate on you. I'm just going to say, well, you know, it's lazy writing, but I won't disagree. I won't, you know, argue with you to your point to the fucking grave. Like saying, you know, I'm not going to be the, well, it's lazy writing. You shouldn't be doing that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If you like something you like it. If you don't, I can understand. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Till then, guys, well, obviously you guys should enjoy your rest of the day because it's Justice League Snyder Cut Day, which I just finally got done watching all 4 hours of that freaking movie, which I thought it was better than Justice League. At the same time, I was like, I kind of wasn't feeling it, to be honest, because it's the same exact shit, even though it is 10 times superior than the original version. But it's okay. But other than that, that's kind of it. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't like what I mentioned, leave a dislike. I don't care. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this manga chapter review, your thoughts on Grainola getting his power boost. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or you're in the middle? So let's hit that subscribe button to get more Dragon Ball Super manga chapter content on the channel. Till then, guys, hope you guys are staying safe out there. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.